Welcome back, YouTube. Today on my CLS 550 2010 or 9, forget 2009, I'm going to the mass airflow sensor is clogged up. That's why our engine light was on. We scanned it, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Now I already had this piece, all these pieces loose to make it go faster, but the mass airflow sensor is in the very back, and you have these things. Now make sure your engine is not hot. And anyways, I'm gonna pop these off. Pow, pow. Okay, and there's clamps right here. Okay, and there's this one in the back. Now, next step, once you have these off, you grab this and you can pull this part off. And in the back, so I end up pulling this off camera because it was a little hard to record and show you at the same time. But what I did was, let's see if you guys can see good. Let's see. Yeah, you guys kind of see it. That's the mass airflow sensor. And that cord right there that I'm shining the light on, I had to pull out. And the way I did that was it was plugged in. And on the side here, there's this gray level. You pull it out, then you can push it down as you slide it back. Then when you push it down as you slide it back, which it's in the back here on this model right here, you slide that back gray thing out, push it down, boom, that pops out. The next step is this right here. You got these side clamps, and you want to pop them out just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side just so you can see. And right here, look. How I'm going to do is just pop this out to the side. Boom, just like that. You see it pop out, see? When it's in, it's like that, but when it's out, you just pop out. And there's something in the back. This piece. You want to get your flathead screwdriver and pry that out the way. And your airflow sensor should come off. It is really hard doing this with only one hand. It's kind of stupid doing it with one hand. It makes it harder too. Just like that. Boom, boom. It's off. Before I go. Now I'm going to pull this out and I'll get back to you. Okay, so this is my the mass airflow sensor, and pretty much, let me walk you through it. It was on the car like this. You need to bend these two pieces off, and right here on the back of this side there's that gray thing. You pull it, you push it down, that switch comes off, and that's it. Oh, and the back here there's that metal bracket hook like this on it. You just need to pull that hook off and you pull out and your airflow, mass airflow sensor comes out. So now what I'm going to do is just clean it. Even all around it too. Let's get in there. And you do want all of this to dry out completely. And that right there should be enough. I'm going to get my toothbrush and scrub this mesh screen a bit and the filter, and I'll get back to you when it's cleaned. So as you can see now, it's a lot cleaner. I did get some little bit of gunk off it, and I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes and all of this stuff just dry out, and I'll get back on the install. Alright, so I'm installing it back now, and the hardest thing to do is hook these tabs where it goes in back on here. But let me make sure we got. What I'm gonna do is I might even remove this again and install that one later. The round side is kind of bent in, goes towards the driver's side. Okay, now the side is, and sweet. Guys, we're all connected. The back, that little metal piece right there is connected. You guys can't see it good. This is connected, and the last thing I need to connect is just the sensor itself. Okay. And when I was taking this out, I did get a little hole in it right here. I mean, it's not that big. It looks bigger on the camera, but it's here, let me show you what I mean. The back is connected right there, that metal piece, and I'll show you the hole. See, it's not even that big. It's just very small. I accidentally bumped it with my hand, and this, all of it's connected. So the next step is just to I guess we'll just have to install this on here, and on the two sides of these two small holes it goes in, I'm going to pop them in here and I'll get back to you. Now all I'm going to do is try to put this back the same exact way I took it off. Okay. And this thing buckles in here. Next step, all you have to do is I'm going to connect my intakes. Anyways, I'm going to, it does take two hands to push it down. Oh, that's right there. There you go. And anyways, I need to connect both of these two on, and I'll get back to you. So I installed all these on nice and tight. This one, that clip's on back there, everything's on. Now I do want to tell you, when I was installing this one on, it pulled out right here. So I had to grab this on and shove it back on where it goes. Just always make sure these two back there are connected, and all of these are connected good, and these hoses are connected good. And you could go back here and make sure your intake is sitting on it good, which, I'll show you where they sit. They sit right here where I'm touching with a screwdriver. Man, you guys can't really see because my hand's there. Let's see, right there. Right there. Anyways, it's on. Now, that's it. You're all done. And that is how you could clean your mass airflow sensor. Now, I did want to tell you, one of you were asking about the transmission fluid on here. And it's right here, the trans fluid. I'm not the trans fluid, the engine oil fluid is right there. It's kind of a tough location because you can't really see it back there, but that's where that's at, and all of this is on tight. Always double check everything, make sure you didn't mess up nothing, and thank you for watching. That's how I cleaned my mass air sensor intake. Thank you.